parenting teenagers is something that we're learning constantly. We don't have tips, we don't have tricks, we're figuring things out. And for those of you who've been part of the Tara Sharma Show YouTube community from its inception, I started the show 15 years ago as my diary as a new mom. So it was all about babies and then toddlers and and then of course it moved into a platform to discuss topical issues with a view to bringing about positive change. I took a pause when we hit the teenage years because sometimes I think we just don't know what we're doing and there's so many learnings. So we thought, let's talk about this, and please guys send in your comments to any tips, anything you want to talk about. But to begin with, Roopak, what would you say has been one of the biggest changes from once the kids became teenagers? What's been something that has changed a lot?
First of all, it's not like they became teenagers. I suddenly feel like, as I always joke, Zen is 15 going on 30. I mean, he's been thinking for the past 5 years that he's a 35-year-old. And sometimes I have to remind him that you are not my father, I am your father, right? So I think they just went from childhood straight to adulthood. Sometimes it feels like that, although this isn't really adulthood. I'm being kind of facetious, but also not. And I think the single biggest change, and I think back to days when they didn't listen, or if I needed them to do something, I'd be like, okay, by the count of 3, 1, 2, and they'd run.